Now BlackRock is being serious. The market is slowly making a comeback. After a while, the Shiba Inu stopped bleeding. Everything in the crypto realm is completely out of control. Out of nowhere, BlackRock showed up and bought millions. Analysts are sending mixed signals. Will this be enough, even though Shiba Inus are finally thriving? Okay, allow me to elaborate. Here at Wealthy Coins, we are pleased to provide you with Shiba every day. For all your Shiba-related questions, this is the place to be. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business, and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button to get more SHIB news. Some rates may have changed by the time you see this video. This video does not provide any financial advice. At long last, after what felt like an eternity of struggle, the price is actually going up and is briefly halted falling. Considering how tough the past several days have been, this is still a big step forward. There was a steady decline in Shiba Inu population, but that trend is just turned around. The price has held its resilience and even increased, so investors can breathe a sigh of relief. The self-assurance has come back. People are feeling more comfortable making movements now that everything appears to be solid. This community is desperately in need of Shiba Inu at the moment, and the data from the past week shows that they are truly stabilizing. This can mean that the storm is starting to pass. It's a great place to put your money too. However, things start to become interesting at this point. One analyst found a shocking discovery that the average person could miss upon first glance. The influx and outflow of big Shiba Inu owners is now something we know. According to Into the Block data, those massive whales that control a lot of the supply have been moving at a snail's pace recently. The net flow, or the actual difference between the number of Shiba Inu coming and departing, flipped in the right direction despite the major pause in activity. Due to the recent increase in discharges, more Shiba Inu were being released by whales than were being taken in. But since that gap has shrunk so dramatically, a shift from selling to buying has occurred, which is noteworthy, despite the fact that there has been less overall movement. Dominant market players are not participating in dumping according to the data. Actually, they are sneakily stocking up on more Shiba Inus while they can still afford them. The fact that whales prefer to accumulate assets rather than liquidate them is a traditional sign of confidence, as it indicates that they expect a substantial increase in value. Not that they're freaking out, but rather preparing for what may be their next big run. I know this seems strange, but please just give me a moment. Also, a big thing happened at BlackRock not long ago. In addition to being completely unrelated, this is a sign that Shiba Inus can be eager to pump. Wondering what the details are? We'll get to that later, but for now let's talk about the game-changing update that the Shiba Inu development team has been working on. Just when the community needed it, the Karma system was published on Puppetnet, a Shibarium test network. A Shiba Inu's Karma system is like a point system. It records your every move and gives you points for them. Enhancing liquidity, staking, token burning, buying metaverse land, and much more. As you engage more, your earnings will rise. But this is important because the demand has gone up. As the number of participants increases, the availability of Shiba Inus decreases because they are burned, staked and locked up more frequently. Another possibility is that prices will go higher as long as demand is high and supply is low. Karma isn't in testing just yet, but when it does launch on the main Siberian network, it might completely alter the game. There will be an increase in demand, activity and burning. From what we can tell from past events, that is the trigger that causes a rise. More excitement, eh? Something monumental was unveiled by BlackRock. They just spent millions of dollars on Bitcoin. They are investing in the dip. I agree with that. As investors hesitate, the world's largest asset management is ramping up their operations. You also know what happens when major players in a field start investing in cryptocurrency, like BlackRock. Fortune tells us what's to come. They are not careless. Prior to the market taking note, they prepare. Right now the scenario is really interesting. Subtle gatherings of Shiba Inu whales have also been observed recently. Less movement occurs despite the fact that inflows exceed outflows. Like they're in it together, they're grabbing whatever they can get their hands on while prices are cheap. Also, whale accumulation is typically the precursor to a dramatic shift, as we can see from past events. Shiba Inu whales are accumulating, and the puzzle pieces are fitting together. Also entering the Bitcoin market is BlackRock. Shiba Inu prices can go through the roof if supply keeps going down and demand keeps going up. This is not everything. On Twitter, an authority figure recently made a shocking announcement. Something called a whale, then went ahead and bought almost $11 million worth of Ethereum. Wow, that's quite an acquisition. Also, it fits into a bigger pattern, where whales are accumulating Ethereum at a rate never seen before. Thoughts like those are valid, but that's Ethereum. What is the relevance of Shiba Inu in this context? When big players like whales start buying up Ethereum, it's usually a sign that the market is about to get really active. Also, Shiba Inu and all other cryptocurrencies are typically affected when large funds start investing in the market. For Shiba Inus, what are the effects? If additional large players enter the market and provide liquidity, the demand for Shiba Inu could rise. While whales are hoarding Ethereum, it's important to remember that they're probably looking for alternatives, especially if they're thinking about investing in projects like Shiba Inu. By drawing connections, we can observe that cryptocurrency is growing popularity, that Ethereum whales are buying big amounts of cryptocurrency, and that Shiba Inu might soon experience explosive growth. This may be the final piece of paperwork, but here is something more. Lucy, the official marketing head of Shiba Inus, just released a crucial remark, straight from the Shiba Inu team. Her ex-post heralded the arrival of Shibarium's golden age. Do you not think that is courageous? Having said that, it is not inert. When she shared anything from the team's official account, Shibarium Updates, the message was clear. The next big thing for Shibarium is about to start. Lucy wants you to know that you shouldn't let yourself be rattled. She says this for a reason too. The Shibarium crew drew parallels between this and other watershed eras in history, such as the Gilded Age, when society was undergoing rapid transformation. Right now it is exactly where Shibarium is. The experiment is becoming more than just that, a novel one. It is maturing into a real infrastructure and a source of tangible value. So think about it. Bitcoin has been seized by BlackRock. Whales of the Shiba Inu breed are maturing, and the Shiba Inu group has just announced some major developments. The ecosystem is growing, and when the base gets stronger, the price tag usually follows behind. If Shiba Inu reaches this stage, things may begin to shift from being a possibility to an undeniable success. Here are a few more things to think about in light of that recent price drop. Despite the rapid decline of Shiba Inu populations, one researcher has pointed out that improvements to their ecosystem may hold the key to a full comeback. At this very moment, the support of Shiba Inu's investors is paramount. Perhaps Shiba Inu is in dire need of a change right now, and the Karma model and Shibarium's golden age are two elements that could be the key. But this is when the interesting part begins. However, you wouldn't expect the price to react the way it has in light of this severe reduction in supply. The transfer is still scheduled to go place though. The groundwork is being laid for a substantial rebound, according to updates such as the Siberian maturing, the whales subtly building up, and the mounting deflationary pressure. What makes a Shiba Inu special is its environment, and as that ecosystem evolves with new features and more people getting involved, the price will rise. It might be a while, but this might be the calm before the storm. If things turn around and the pattern reverses, Shiba Inus might be in for a big treat. When thinking about the future, Shiba Inu is also in a strong position. The greatest ecosystems aren't built during bull markets. As Lucy, the head marketer for Shiba Inus, recently tweeted, "These are made in the fires of the bear. It was her fault." Shiba Inus have been serenely preparing for what lies ahead, while the rest of us have